Welcome back, guys. So if you watched the last video on the E46, you know we have got quite a few issues. One of the issues is we've got rust and corrosion all over the car, and the second issue is this car does have a massive oil leak and does not start or drive. So in this video we are going to be stripping off the full front end. We're going to see if we can figure out where the oil leak is coming from. The second thing is we're going to be doing the price reveal, so make sure you stay tuned because towards the end of this video we will be revealing exactly how much you paid for this car. So without talking too much, guys, let's get straight into it. Let's get these front end parts off the car. So front bumper, headlight and the airbox have all been removed now. It's taken a lot longer than what we expected because a lot of these bolts are quite badly rusty and corroded as well. So we're having to use a special type of socket to get these off because a regular socket, it just slips when you put it on. So yeah guys, that's all done. Now it's time to actually drain the coolant and drain the little washer bottle as well. Once all the liquids are out, guys, we can remove all the pipes, get all the wiring off here as well, and we can remove this front end panel as one full piece. So the front panel and the crash bar is finally off the car. If you look down here, we are working on getting this front rad off. A bit of a situation, guys. Normally you disconnect it from back here, but the screw is seized, and that is basically the oil pipes for the oil coolant. Not the oil coolant, the oil cooler. So yeah, basically those that screw's not going to come off, so we need to disconnect it from the engine side. Z's basically working on that right now. So how far have you got, Z?
So we got the screw off. We'll have to just pull the pipes off now and see if we could wiggle it out. Also, another thing, we've got the power steering. I did want to actually disconnect the power steering pipes from right around here where the joint is, but they're all seized up, so you can't really mess around with that. So what I thought is I'll just take off the rad from the front complete and just push it to a side. as you can see, we just finished up on the top. You can see all the wiring looms all been disconnected. We got all the pipelines off from the top, so it's all bare, ready to go from the top now. So what we're gonna do is jack it up and start dismantling everything from underneath. We can start off by dismantling the exhaust and the prop shaft. So I've been a mechanic for about 10 years now, guys. I've never actually seen anything like this before. As you remove the engine tray, we see loads of these pieces right around here. And some of you guys might be wondering where they're from. So these are actually from the engine block. And it's literally shattered the engine block on both sides. There's a big hole on one side and to the other. You can actually see straight through it.
Yeah, guys, comment your thoughts on what you think has caused, this kind of damage. What I'll try to do is, if you get underneath there, I'll pass you the GoPro. Try getting like a close-up of the damage.
I mean, it is quite hard. We'll try and get some shots for you. Cylinder 3 that's actually caused all this. So yeah, I mean, it's totally smashed. The conrod's broken, the piston's all missing, and the conrod is literally just sliding on the crankshaft. So I'm not too sure if the crankshaft is fine, which I highly doubt. We won't know until we get the engine out. So another thing that we forgot to mention, guys, is underneath the sump has a big hole through it. You can see right there where the conrod's literally smashed through that, and also along the block at the top there's a big chunk missing. And you can see right around the other side. I mean, you can't really get a good view of it. It is quite dark, but... And you can't really get the camera around the other side to actually show you the damage. But this side is quite bad compared to the other side. So we're just going to carry on and start stripping it all down.
Right, so we just got the engine out of the car, and Z, do you want to show them the damage?
It looks actually bad now that you got it out. You can see exactly where the damage is. So you can see a big chunk missing from the block right around there. You can see straight to the other side. I mean, some sorts have been hit from this area right around here, and right around the bottom where the conrod is still spinning. You see there, it's snapped it off. I mean, the piston's all missing, the conrod's all missing right there, and there's another chunk missing out the block right down there. I mean, these are expensive engines. You're looking at £5,000 to £6,000, so I'm not too sure what we can actually do. I mean, just a block alone is £2,000. Along with that, you need a crankshaft, you need a conrod, and a few other bits, also a sump as well. So I'm not too sure what we can actually do.
So we might as well reveal how much you paid for the car, because a lot of people want to know.
Yeah, so the price we actually paid for the car was £3,200.
So guys, comment down below, is it worth what we paid for? Personally, I think it's still worth it. What do you reckon, Z?
It's definitely worth it, but I'm not too sure about the
parts are quite expensive, yeah.
Drop your comments down below, guys. What should we actually do? Should we rebuild it, put another one in, or should we just move on with it, just put it back in and just put it through the auction as mechanical damage?
Yeah guys, so just comment down below what you guys want to see us do with this project. Personally, I want to carry on. I want to see this engine rebuilt, but it really depends on how much you can get the parts for. But for now, guys, we're going to end it there. Thanks a lot for watching. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram as well, guys, at Performance Rebuilds, for all the behind the scenes. And yeah, we'll end it there, and we'll see you guys in the next one.